Welcome to the first actual episode of the Reboot franchise. So episode 1 is going to be our first games of the season. Of course, the video before this, I looked into, how we built the team and everything like that. So if you're interested in that and haven't seen it, that is there. The one before this one. But this is the first episode where we've got our team together, our rebooted Ravens. And we're going to be playing, the first team we're going to be playing are the Bengals. So we're straight into the division here in week 1. And I obviously haven't seen much of this team whatsoever playing together. It'll take a while to really figure out some things. I don't pretend we can go into this knowing these are all of our starters in all these positions. Wide receivers can very easily change. We know this from the last series of running backs can change. We go with who is best. We go with the hot hand. That's the freedom doing something like this allows us as we don't have to stick to names or salaries or anything. We play with just whoever plays best. Who cares what your overall is? If you play better than the guy ahead of you, you'll be playing. So something I didn't mention in the previous episode that I quickly wanted to go over in terms of difficulty right now, because it's right at the beginning, and this is what I usually do. We're just playing all Madden difficulty. We're using the simulation thingamajig of the new options they give you, and we're going to see how that works out. Right now it should be okay, of course, as I get more used to the game and start to play a little bit better myself. We will change the difficulty if we have to with sliders and stuff. But they did promise that it would be better this year simulation-wise. So hopefully we might not even have to mess around with sliders, but we've got the option if it's there. But it should be right now at a good level where it won't be completely easy. And what we have to do before we get into this game is, of course, set our season goal. Let's say we want to be 500 at least, even when it's like this. Let's just say 7, the absolute lowest. I don't know what we're going to get. So, of course, with the Bengals, what we have to look out for is one of their primary threats is going to be John Ross with 98 speed. Now, he's their third receiver, which means obviously he'll be playing a lot in the slot. And our third cornerback isn't too slow himself. Our number 3 guy, Jalen Myrick, has got 96 speed, 95 acceleration. It's not as fast as John Ross, but it's not bad. And he should be able to keep up with him, hopefully keep him in check. Of course, we've got AJ Green and Marlon Humphrey will be drawing that card to cover him. It's quite a test for the rookie in his first game in the NFL to go up against someone like AJ Green. But we do have some advantages for us as well, because the Bengals cornerbacks aren't so fast. Their DBs in general aren't the fastest. And we've got some burners on this team now. Smith-Schuster, not so much, but Grant, Janice has got good speed. We can bring on a bunch of guys who are a little bit faster as well, change things up, and really burn them if that's what we need to do. This is the first game we're going to be playing with this team together. There's still things we're going to be learning about people, who can do what best, things like that. But that's all part of the fun. Let's get into this first game to start off this series against the Bengals. So the season kicks off here. Andy Dalton with a play action pass there to Bernard. He's got time at the back here and he finds a wide open AJ Green who makes the first man miss. Is then finally tackled by about 3 players. 1st and 10 now at the 35-yard line, looking to pass again, and it's a lofted ball there to Tyler Eifert, who breaks through contact, gets away from 2 guys, is finally forced out of bounds there at the very end, but they're now on the 2-yard line, looking to punch it in with Giovanni Bernard, but Xavier Gooden with a good stop there, an injury timeout now, and Andy Dalton is injured on that play, and it was a running play, and there's a sack there straight away on AJ McCarron. That's Tim Williams coming in, Alabama on Alabama right there. 3rd and goal at the 12-yard line. We've got a chance to stop them for just a field goal. They go for a pass that is incomplete, and we hold them to 3 points. 3rd and 8 now though for us, and we're trying to get something here. It's a quick pass out, and TJ Logan is just short of the first down, and 4th and 1, we go for it, but the sneak isn't good enough, and that is a tough lesson learned right there. 3rd and 5 now for the Bengals, and Terrence Brooks with a huge hit on Eifert stops them short. They have to settle for another 3 points, so we've got a chance here still. And now TJ Logan returning this kick, and TJ Logan finds himself a crease, and he's through, and with speed he's probably going to go all the way. Nobody even close to catching him here. TJ Logan on his debut in the NFL for the Ravens gets a kick return touchdown, taking it back 105 yards. And now is the very next play here, and now the Bengals are going to try and recreate some of that success, and Giovanni Bernard breaks out of that contact, and now nobody's near him. DJ Alexander's trying to catch him, but Giovanni Bernard is off to the races, and he is in for a touchdown. That is back-to-back kick return touchdowns. It's rare to see one. It's even rarer to see 2. 2 back-to-back is just ridiculous. A quick pass out there to Jakeem Grant, and he takes it just short of the first down. 1st and 10 now. Chad Kelly under some pressure is sacked there by Carlos Dunlap. 2 guys came over the right tackle. The right tackle blocked neither of them, and now Geno Atkins comes in for a sack as well. The Bengals now showing off their prowess on the defensive line. We knew about these guys already. On 2nd and 12 now, Kelly going over the middle, and CJ Uzomah somehow makes that catch over the middle, but an injury timeout coming in, and that was Chad Kelly that was injured, and we go on 1st and 10 with a run now. Berkovici, our quarterback, a handoff to Wendell Smallwood for a good run. 2nd and 2, Wendell Smallwood up the middle into the end zone. That's a nice run, well blocked for him. He just had to run through the open lane, and he gets his first touchdown as a Raven. The score now 14-13, and now Giovanni Bernard taking it again, but a huge hit there. We're not going to see the same thing happen again. We stop him taking that one back any further than that. And now on 1st down, Tim Williams coming in for the sack on Andy Dalton, just blazing off the edge there. They had no chance. 3rd and 5 at the 45, and it's a completion to AJ Green. Lorenzo Doss was trying to play the ball a bit too much, and AJ Green gets down to the 19-yard line for 1st and goal on the 9. Giovanni Bernard just taking it around the left side. I don't think that was the plan whatsoever, but there was the gap there for him, and he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals back with the lead 20-14. Berkovici going deep for Juju Smith-Schuster, makes the reception, is just tackled by Dre Kirkpatrick. Almost had a chance to go all the way. That's 36 yards. Going to run now with Wendell Smallwood. He's finding space. Picks up another 1st down. 1st and 10 now. Berkovici back to pass. A quick pass out there to DeValve, who drops the ball. It's a fumble. Drake Kirkpatrick has picked it up. He's going to take it all the way. An injury as well for Seth DeValve, but we will go back and take a look at this replay. It did look like Seth DeValve may have been down, and that will be the case probably as we see it. He was down as the ball went down, so we keep the ball. 3rd and 6 now. It's a screenplay here to TJ Logan, who manages to pick up the 1st down, but tripped over the legs of one of his blockers. He may have been able to take it all the way, and then Berkovici tried to force one in there. That just was not a good idea whatsoever, and it's picked off. And now 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line. Giovanni Bernard making people miss, and he's all of a sudden giving them more than just a little bit breathing room, taking it close to the 50, and that drive ended in a field goal. We have the ball back here, and Wendell Smallwood on a nice screen there, a nice reception, trucking the first guy, but there were 2 there to tackle him immediately. 2nd and 10, Berkovici with a quick pass out there to CJ Uzomah, and he's down the sideline. This is his old team, and he's gotten down to the 34-yard line on a nice catch and run. A quick pass out again there now, this time to Jakeem Grant, who tried to make Dre Kirkpatrick miss, couldn't do it, but it's a nice pickup. 3rd and 3. We're late in the second half here, and we were trying to get something. We're going to have to settle for a field goal, which we never managed to kick. We missed it, and we're in the second half now, and it's a completion there to Juju Smith-Schuster on the sideline again. 3rd and 11. A big completion needed here. Berkovici rolling out to the right, buying himself some time, throwing it into the end zone for Smith-Schuster, who couldn't make the catch in traffic. It was a good try. We managed to get a field goal on that one, though. And then there's a pickoff here by Lorenzo Doss. He's got the ball. He took it away from the receiver. It wasn't even his man that he was covering. Came off him and got that pick. What a great play from Lorenzo Doss there, taking the ball away from Tyler Eifert. And this might give us a chance here now. The score is 23-17, and we have the ball. But Berkovici there is sacked by Geno Atkins. 2nd and 13 now. Berkovici again under some pressure. Gets out and then again is sacked. 2 guys coming in. Sims with the sack in the end. 3rd and 19 now. It's a big play. Berkovici rolling out to the right and couldn't get away from Carlos Dunlap. The pressure at this point in the game is just too much. They go for a run play there, but that is going absolutely nowhere as DJ Alexander stops that one. DJ Alexander has had to fill in for Tim Williams, who was injured, as Wendell Smallwood there picks up a 1st down. 3rd and 10 for Berkovici now. Looking to pass again. Rolling slightly to the right again. Got plenty of time, though. Throwing it there for Jeff Janis, who makes the catch at the 2-yard line. Injury time out there doesn't concern any of our players. 3rd and goal. Got to punch it in, and instead we throw an interception. There was about 4 Bengals receivers there. I know the end zone is orange, but we should have been able to see them. And it's a handoff there to Giovanni Bernard, taking the ball around the outside. Defenders coming in, tackling him, but not after he's picked up a bunch of yards first. 1st and 10, it's play action. Andy Dalton with the completion there to Tyler Eifert over the middle. Easy for him. 2nd and 3 now. It's a play action again, but this time coming in fast is Tyus Bowser. That's his first sack of his career. 3rd and 9 now, and Tyus Bowser coming in again, and he gets Andy Dalton, but the flag thrown there is for roughing the passer on a sack. So after that blunder by the referees, the Bengals get a free 1st down after we stopped them on 3rd down, and now Andy Dalton running away, and he gets stopped there by Terrence Brooks, pulls the ball out, but luckily for them it goes out of bounds. 2nd and goal now. Dalton with some time in the pocket here, but no more time there. The ball comes out. The rookie Chris Wormley with the strip sack, but he was injured on that play, and Tim Williams was injured on Doss's pick. earlier, so now 2 of our rookies currently injured, and they're gone for the rest of the game. A completion over the middle there on 3rd and 19 to CJ Uzama. He couldn't pick up the first down. We go for it on 4th and 5 here, and we couldn't do anything, but with 6 minutes left and a 9-point deficit, we just felt we had to go for it. It was the team opinion, but now on 2nd and 8, Tyus Bowser coming in for his 3rd sack of the game on Andy Dalton, who stood no chance. 3rd and 15. They went for another field goal score now, 29-17, and Berkovici just trying to force something there, trying to make something happen late in this game, and now the Bengals have the ball back again. 3rd and 5, a completion there for the first down, and now it's less than 2 minutes left in this game, and we do get in there with a sack by Terrence Brooks, but the game finishes there 29-17. So listen, the first game of the season obviously could have gone better, but we're away from home, and let's not ignore the fact we weren't very lucky with injuries. Now, I'm going to say straight away, interceptions are going to take us a little while to get over. There's always going to be growing pains here. It's just a fact. There's no talking them away or anything. They're just going to happen for a while. That's going to be it. Now, Chad Kelly, I'm not going to pretend, oh, if Chad Kelly wouldn't have been injured, think about what would have happened. But he played well until he was injured. You know, completed 4 passes for 70 yards on 4 attempts. Rushing, Wendell Smallwood showed us something today, and it was not bad. He had some very nice runs. He has a touchdown as well to start off his career here. It wasn't bad whatsoever. Receiving, we saw something from some guys as well. Tackles, Tyus Bowser 7, Xavier Gooden 7 tackles as well. DJ Alexander played well when he needed to, and then the sacks, 3 for Bowser, 2 for Tim Williams, 1 for Chris Wormley, 1 for Terrence Brooks as well. Terrence Brooks on his return to Baltimore doing well. Now 2 of these guys injured, and these two guys injured for somewhat longer. I don't know how long, which obviously first game of the season is absolutely fantastic to happen. 5 people I think were injured, or 4 were injured in this game. Not a great start. So an interception for Lorenzo Doss as well. Good choice to bring him into play that side there with a nice pick. Forced fumbles, 1 by Chris Wormley, 1 by Terrence Brooks, and of course let's talk about quickly, because I just remembered it, the sack by Tyus Bowser. That would have been another sack, but instead was roughing the passer. And one running back showed us something today as a running back. The other running back showed us something about his big play ability, and that's exactly why he's on the team. TJ Logan, 200 return yards today for 1 of 5 kick returns, but more importantly, the 105-yard touchdown that buffs that 200 yards. Incredible return from him to do it in his first game. Of course, then the Bengals followed up with a kick return as well. So we've got some things to improve on, but it wasn't bad. Of course, we wouldn't take this for a lot of games in a row, but with the injuries and things like that, we can be happy with some of the things we saw this week, that's for sure. So let's take a look at the 2 injuries then. 4 weeks each. All right, well, that's 3 games. 3 games they'll miss because, of course, we lose that first. It could have been worse. Of course, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. Now, you'll see that Nico Saragusa isn't on injured reserve, and I should put him on there, and I will put him on there when I feel like we need an extra player. Right now, honestly, I don't see a need for anyone, so he can take up a roster spot. It's kind of irrelevant to me right now. Let's advance the week then. We're going to be playing the Browns, so we stay in the division, but at least they come and visit us. So the Browns lost their first game as well, and now we get a second chance at a start here, you know? We get to try again. We get most of our players back. 2 are missing long term for 3 weeks. But, you know, we saw some promising things, and I'm looking forward to be putting it into practice against the Browns here. I like what our receivers are doing. We need to look towards Jeff Janis' side a little bit more. Didn't really open up too much against the Bengals, I feel like. When we did really pass, we were throwing more to the left. So the Browns are running with Cody Kessler as their starting quarterback. Now, of course, we've got to look out for those wide receivers. Corey Coleman brings speed. In this alternate universe, Josh Gordon has been reinstated, and David Njoku is a guy to keep an eye out on at tight end. They've got a good offensive line that's going to cause problems for our young pass rushers potentially. And then their secondary is pretty fast as well, although we've got some pretty fast receivers. But we've got to be careful. They've got youth all over the place. Myles Garrett, of course, a guy to keep an eye on, the rookie looking to make a name for himself. But let's see how we do in this game against the Browns. We were looking good at times against the Bengals, and I think we might have a chance here at home against the Browns. We don't want to lose our first home game of the season. So we learned a lot against the Bengals, and we're going to try and improve on it here against the Browns. And they start with a run with Isaiah Crowell. 3rd and 10 we've got him on here, though, early in the game. And Cody Kessler's got plenty of time in the pocket right now. Enough time to throw to David Njoku there. A little bit of time warping. He caught the ball. Xavier Gooden in coverage. 2nd and 2 now. Kessler rolling out to the right. Again, not much pressure, but now they've seen him. They're coming for him. And in for the sack is Tyus Bowser. What an incredible start to his career right now. 2 games, 4 sacks he's on. And that brings up 3rd and 5 here for Cody Kessler, who's looking to pass for it. And a wide open Corey Coleman there. Couldn't keep up with him. Lorenzo Doss just lost him across the field. And they pick up the first down. 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Crowell, but Xavier Gooden is there to stop that one. 3rd and goal at the 5-yard line now. Cody Kessler rolling out to the right. Tyus Bowser comes off the man just quickly enough to stop him at the 2-yard line. Holds them to a field goal. So, Chad Kelly back healthy again, but immediately sacked by a blitz by Jabril Peppers, the rookie safety coming in. And it puts us on 3rd and 18 here. Now throwing one over the middle there to Jeff Janis, and Jeff Janis has got a chance to get away from everybody, and that's exactly what he manages to do here, and he takes it in for the touchdown. 3rd and 18, Chad Kelly's first career touchdown pass in the NFL is not just a 3rd and 18 first down, it's a touchdown to Jeff Janis. And now going deep are the Browns. Coming off his man just at the right time was Lorenzo Doss to break that one up. And then on 2nd and 1, they go for a play action here. It's a completion again to Corey Coleman. Marlon Humphrey having a tough time keeping up with him. We talked about Corey Coleman's speed before we even went into this game, and it is showing here. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line now. Cody Kessler with some time in the pocket here, but nobody open. Still nobody open, and finally the sack comes in from Willie Henry, filling in for the injured Chris Wormley, and that was absolutely a coverage sack. And now on 2nd and 23, Lorenzo Doss trying to play that ball again. He's an all-or-nothing type player, a Marcus Peters type cornerback. And on 3rd and 23, looking for Corey Coleman in the corner, but Jalen Myrick, our fastest cornerback, now in coverage against him, and he manages to stop that one. So they settle for the field goal, score 7-6, and now Chad Kelly running for a first down here. 1 rush, 10 yards, not bad going. 1st and 10 again. Rolling out to the right again, and now throwing the ball, lofting it up. Jeff Janis is able to get it, stay in bounds, cuts upfield. Is he going to get another big touchdown here? No, he's just tackled at the 6-yard line. So now 1st and goal from the 6. Chad Kelly rolling out again, and now Chad Kelly's looking for the touchdown himself, and he picks it up there. Chad Kelly showing off what he can do with his legs here. Decided to go for it himself. That entire drive was pretty much just completely built around Chad Kelly's ability to run. 2nd and 8, they're running with Isaiah Crowell, who is finally stopped after some missed tackles. 1st and 10, they're giving the ball to Duke Johnson Jr., who manages to get out of some tackles and is tackled, but not after picking up the first down. 2nd and 6, and they're running the ball again, and finally we managed to stop them there. And on 3rd and 3, chance to get them off the field here, hold them to another field goal. Kessler in trouble, just lets it go and finds Corey Coleman. Corey Coleman at the back of the end zone is in for another touchdown. 4th and 1, we go with a run with Wendell Smallwood. We decided we want some more points before this first half ends. It was risky, but it paid off. Wendell Smallwood with the reception there, the cornerback blitz. Smallwood was able to pick up the first down. 2nd and 9, wide open. Juju Smith-Schuster is pulled out of bounds. Wait, no, he wasn't. We had to take the timeout. 7 seconds left in this game. Pass into the end zone. It was wildly overthrown. It's intercepted, but it doesn't really matter. There's only 2 seconds left in the game. The only thing we lost were 3 points, which we probably should have tried to get. And Chad Kelly here on 1st and 10 is in some trouble and is sacked by Emmanuel Ogbah. 2nd and 16 now. Throwing it deep for Juju Smith-Schuster, who makes... No, he doesn't make the catch. Wasn't able to hold on to the ball. Brings up 3rd and 16. And then in comes Myles Garrett, the rookie defensive end, pulls him down for the sack. 4th and 22. Of course, we're going to be punting away there. A good play by their rookie defensive end. They try and run with Isaiah Crowell, but no chance there as Xavier Gooden comes in quickly to fill the hole. 3rd and 11, we've got him on. And there's some pressure coming in, and Willie Henry, for his 2nd sack of the game, comes in. That's a great play by him. The first one was a coverage sack. That one was just a pure talent sack. And now Chad Kelly running and is stopped just short of the first down, but he's really showing off his legs in this game. 3rd and 7, a quick pass out there to Jaqueen Grant, who gets away from the first guy. Is tackled by the linebacker who was just behind him. And on 1st and 10, sacked there. Absolutely no chance on that play. Just terrible play. We won't be calling that again. It just doesn't work. Wendell Smallwood now picking up some yards on the ground. It was 2nd and 12. He was just short of the first down. 2nd and 10. He's going on the 13-yard line, and he couldn't get it all the way in. 3 yards, so he picks up the 10 yards. And 1st and goal, it's a quick pass to Jeff Janis, and we're in for another touchdown. It's just a great quick slant there against the linebacker. He didn't stand a chance against probably our best wide receiver. And now we're up 21-13, and we're starting to stop the run of the Browns as well here. 3rd and 6. Can we get him off the field? And there's a chance, but he completely misses Kessler, but he completely misses Coleman. So we get the ball back, 21-13, and it's now time to start thinking about running the clock out, and we're running the ball with Wendell Smallwood, giving him that chance. 2nd and 3. It's run outside, but we cannot get it, and Wendell Smallwood loses the ball. It is picked up by our fullback, and on 3rd and 11 now, we're going to try and get this first down, and it's a pass there to Jeff Janis, who makes the catch, holds on, picks up the first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. We're really just trying to pick up first downs at this point. Chad Kelly now running to the right and picking up a bunch of yards before he's pushed out of bounds. 3rd and 7, play action, and Chad Kelly had absolutely no chance. That play was just a disaster from the beginning. 24-13 the score with 13 seconds left. The final play pretty much there. We see the Browns pick up a touchdown with Duke Johnson Jr. and now they go for the 2-point conversion. That goes nowhere. Grugier Hill with the stop on that one, and this will be the final play of the game. Wendell Smallwood just running into a pile, running that clock down. First home game of the season, first win of the season. We'll take it. That is, not bad going whatsoever. To, be able to win the first game at home is a very big step, even if it was pretty close, 24-19. Of course, there's plenty of things we can clean up, but I don't think it went too badly. So Chad Kelly throwing for 63% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, which was just a late throw late in the game, so it wasn't even, a mistake from him, so it was a good day from him. 2 touchdowns is nice. Rushing, Wendell Smallwood did well. We kind of started to use him a little bit late, but we also didn't have to use him too much today because Chad Kelly running for 45 yards and a touchdown. So Wendell Smallwood had 59 yards. We go over 100 yards combined rushing. That's good as well. Of course, 1 fumble by Wendell Smallwood that we don't want to see again, but, the first one we can let slide. We didn't lose it. We can ignore it.
Everybody gets 1. Tell him, Peter. Apparently everybody gets 1. Bingo.
Receiving, Jeff Janis, I thought he could be our number 1 guy, and he's starting to look like that. 4 receptions, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then Juju Smith-Schuster playing well as well on a couple of catches, 3 for 31. Wendell Smallwood putting in some work as well, and then not much from anybody else. We could have done a lot more as well this week, we can say that much. Then defensively, Xavier Gooden, 7 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss as well. 2 sacks for Willie Henry, 1 for Bowser, 1 for DJ Alexander. No interceptions today, that's not a problem. No forced fumbles either. But the defense did well enough today. Could have done better on that final drive, but again, it didn't actually matter because they would have had to kick an onside kick and then get another score to actually even come even with us or beat us. But it didn't work for them. We stopped them on the 2-point conversion as well. Defense did well. And as we come back here, we see that one player has regressed. I can't guess who this is, to be honest, so let's find out. Under 4 yards per carry, so he loses some awareness. That's not really fair. It wasn't a bad day for him. We did well. This finishes the first episode of the Reboot franchise, and we finish it 1-1. Next week, we'll be playing the Jaguars. I'm happy with how we've been playing. We can improve some things. But after all is said and done, to go 1-1, 1 home game, 1 away game, and that loss against the Bengals wasn't even the worst. And to get some of our players back in the coming weeks as well will be huge. I think we've got a chance to not do too badly in our first season here.